Oh yeah, this is a trap. Religion. Well, how is religion a trap? I don't want to waste your time, bro. I was born Peter. Real name. PD stands for an African name, but P, Peter, T stands for something else. But it just say PD cattle hat. Where did I get the cattle hat from? I don't know. Because you know how if you have a cattle, empty it, put the cattle on your head, the cattle is empty. Yeah, yeah. When I look at my head, I think my head is not quite as empty as the cattle, but is empty. Hence the cattle hat. My head is a cattle, an empty cattle. I have a cattle hat on at all time. You might be thinking, where is the cattle? What are we talking about, bro? I don't even know. I'm trying to explain the cattle hat and how religion is a trap. Okay, back to the how religion is a trap. Sorry. I do apologize for going on a tangent. Religion is a trap for the simple fact that if it wasn't for the Roman Empire, the Christians would be a little cult known as the Gnostics. You heard me right. You Christians, probably, if you're a Christian, you probably never heard of Gnosticism, have you? There's a clear chance that probably you have never heard of Gnosticism. Gnosticism is the study of knowledge, which most Christians, uh, I consider them the original Christian, but I am not a scholar. Scholar. For the scholars, debate that shit. It's a waste of time for me. But Christianity would have been a small cult. Hinduism would have been a small cult if it wasn't for Ashoka. You see what I'm saying? Look up who Ashoka is. If it wasn't for Ashoka, Hinduism would have been nowhere. It would have been a small cult of weird East Asian niggas dressed in yellow robes, doing fuck all with their lives. Unless I kind of have a bit of a respect for sannyasins. I don't know why I like sannyasins. But the point is, you just sit there as a monk in a yellow robe, you go to some ashram. Huh? What is an ashram? It's a brothel. What is the church? Think about it, bro. What do you think the church is? Some Christian would be like, oh, these Hollywood people, they are evil. They do sacrifices and they do rituals and they do. If you go to church, you are what the fuck you're talking about, bro. I have been involved in rituals. You have been involved in rituals. What are we talking about, bro? I went to a Christian, Christian. I went to a Catholic private school. Every Tuesday we had to go to do go to mass and all of these. What for? Nonsensical rituals. That's why I can never say the Hollywood are evil and they do rituals and they do blood rituals and blah 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 blah. You all do the same thing. This is the body of Christ, and you eat the cracker. You crackers. Hey, don't take offense, bro. This channel is just for joking. You can call me nigga if you want, because a nigga means royalty in Haile Selassie's Resiso, Ethiopia. Emperor Haile Selassie and I are niggas. We are both royalties. Royalty. I have a very close relationship with the Ethiopians. So I am a nigga. You can call me a nigga, right? And that's cool. It's cool with me because well, none of my ancestors was ever slaves, so I guess it's cool. That's why I don't get offended by the nigga. Like my great grandfather was a chief nigga. I never get embarrassed by somebody call me a nigga. Like what? But I can see why black Americans would get angry when you call them niggas. Because that shit is it's understandable, bro. Anyway, I'm getting dragged away. Islam still would remain a small cult if it wasn't for Muhammad Rasulullah. Rest his peace be upon him. For my Muslim brothers, I have nothing to say about Muhammad. You get me? For some reason, that man had played the longest game in history, bro. Muhammad played the longest game in history. If I had the impact of what Muhammad had, gosh, that guy to me is impressive. It's top 10, one of the best. If he ever lived, top 10. Cause imagine you brainwash a whole population of people and their children and their children and their children and their children after their children. And then those children in present day will literally die for you. Bro, that shit is crazy to me, man. Like Muhammad, cuz I don't know what you did, bro. Yeah. But I think if Muhammad left a how to start a cult, that's the only book I'll ever buy and read. But I don't read books. They say name 10 books. I'll tell you to fuck yourself. I don't play this game, read 10 books. There's a video called I Am Illiterate. Proud and illiterate. Literally on my channel. Look it up. Watch it. But Islam would remain a small cult if it wasn't for Muhammad and his followers forced, well, they impose their religion on others, bro. Let's just call it for what it is. It's not so much of a choice, cuz if you say you join us or you die. Most human beings are gonna say, dog, are you being serious? Yes, nigga, you either join us or you die. We're being merciful to you, bro. Don't you get it? We're being kind, brother. You either join us or we kill you. Me, I'll be like Socrates. If you gave me that option, I'll be like, okay, Muhammad, dog, do you have like a poison or some shit that I could just drink and I could go away? I could go to sleep because I'm not gonna join you, that's for sure. But I also don't want to be hacked to death. So is there a way like I could just have like an hemlock sort of thing, like some sort of poison I could drink and go away about my day easily? You get me? But Islam spread because most human beings want to live. And you give them the ultimatum. You choose some. I was gonna use the word barbaric, but I think I'm done here, bro. I don't wanna. The Muslims will come after me. I have a lot of Muslim friends. I'm not trying to go there, dog. But there's something impressive. I'm actually impressed by Muhammad, brother. There's not a lot of people that impress me on this earth. There's nobody walking right now with both feet on this planet that actually impresses me. Most people that impress me are dead. Charles Manson, very impressive guy. He's dead. Muhammad, very impressive guy. He's dead. Jesus, the mushroom eater, impressive guy. The same thing with the Buddha, except I think the Buddha kind of lost it. Out of them three, the Buddha genuinely believed that he had the key, guys. Muhammad said he was the last prophet and here's the book and it's the last and this is the word of Allah and accepted. But the Buddha came on some weird shit like, cuz life is suffering. And people go, whoa, whoa, he knows what he's talking about. I'm not impressed by the Buddha, come to think of it. Muhammad, impressive. Jesus, impressive. Charles Manson, impressive. Socrates, impressive. Diogenes, impressive. Who else? I'm running out of peoples that are impressive. There was one Indian man, and his name is escaping me. It's not Osho, although Osho is quite impressive. I actually get impressed by most cult leaders. As weird as it sounds, I don't like academia intellectuals. I don't like sports stars. I don't like musicians. There's nothing to music as far as I'm concerned. I don't like philosophers. Oh, there are some philosophers that are exceptional, such as Diogenes. I don't even categorize him as a philosopher because me and Diogenes, I kind of see myself in him. I like people that are like that. I don't know why. They're just so. Anyways, bro, my point is religion is a trap. It's a sort of a tool for power. Most of you guys fall for it. It's not because you are dumb, but it is somehow an indication of your intelligence. So you're not dumb, but it is an indication of your intelligence if you believe something, right? That some guy a while ago said was facts. There's a tribe called the Piraha tribe. I think where is the Piraha tribe? I need to do my research, bro. I haven't even think about this. Like, bro, when I said thinking is a problem, I wasn't joking. Most days I don't really think about shit, bro. When I want to go eat, I just get up and eat. If I go need to go take a piss, I'll go take a piss. But between that space, there's not a lot of thinking going on at all. So the Pitaha tribes, they have this beautiful thing. There was a missionary, a Christian missionary, went to the Piraha tribe and tried to convert them to Christianity. But something amazing happened. You see, I always leave the best for last. If you're the somebody who gets bored quick, I don't want you as an audience member. Good riddance. I'll be happy that bloke is gone. Oh, that Sheila is gone. See ya with your short attention span. But if you made it this far, listen. The Piraha tribe, when they were visited by this American missionary, they did something I find impressive, which, like I told you, I am I am Simon Cowell. I am what's his name? Gordon Ramsay. Hard to impress. Combined. All right. But the Piraha tribe has this missionary guy is talking about how his stepmother or whatever offed herself. And the Piraha tribe just laughed at him during it. Like this nigga's talking about how his mom offed herself. And the Piraha niggas laughed. The Piraha tribe laughed. I think they're Brazilian. There's some more has the Piraha tribe laughed at this man as he was doing that testimonial thing that Christians do, where they try to relate to you and and get soft on you and talk about a bunch of shit. But anyway, the Piraha laughed at him. Missionary guy, pastor, he's confused. Why are they laughing at me? It's because to the Piraha tribe, the idea of offing yourself is so alien to them that anybody that does that is sort of like a comedian to them. Like, bro, it's a joke. Like, who the fuck thinks about it? The reason I'm saying the Piraha tribe and telling you this story, and what impresses me about the Piraha tribe is the only tribe that they can't do mathematics. I said in the past, mathematics is sound. In my genius, Terrence Howard, Joe Rogan experience video, watch that. Mathematics is a sound. It's a noise. And to the Piraha tribe, this noise cannot compute. It's something that does not exist in their culture. It cannot compute to them. Do you understand? So they cannot do mathematics. They are not capable of doing mathematics, no matter how much you try to teach them. This is very good stuff, bro. You should be watching documentaries like this and see how there are, various kinds of human beings and how they have come to create cultures and how culture shapes them and shape us. You get it? Anyways, the Piraha tribe laughs at the missionary guy. The missionary guy, after he was shocked, they just laughed at him because he's stepma Aladdin herself. I think that's a new word now. Instead of say off or unalive, we should say Aladdin. Okay. This missionary guy stepmom, Aladdin herself, right? They laughed at him. They taught him that shit is weird, but we don't do that shit. Aladining yourself is a Western thing. It's not something that belongs to these guys. They don't have time to off themselves, brother. They're too close and too together. The reason I'm blabbing on about the Piraha tribe is because they have such a simple system. You want to know what the system is, and why religion is a trap? Why this is all tied together? The Piraha tribe, if they want to make sure of your claim, or if they want to ask for proof, they simply ask you, right? So they say you share a simple knowledge about Jesus existing. The Piraha tribe will simply ask you, what did your father say when he met Jesus? You will say, well, no, my father never met Jesus. Oh, okay. But what did your grandfather say of him when he met Jesus? Well, my grandfather never met Jesus. The Piraha then will come back to you and say, well, what did your great-grandfather say about Jesus? And then you will say, man, this guy died 2,000 years ago, my great-grandfather. No one in my lineage probably met the guy. And the Piraha tribe will go, then what the fuck are we talking about? You want us to talk about a guy your father has never met, your father has never met, and your father has never met. No one in your generation has met this guy. You want us to discuss him. Yes. At this point, the Petaha turns around and go fishing, right? Because that is much more effective than you standing here wasting his time about some guy 2,000 years ago who's going to come to save you. It is in that instant the missionary guy realized his belief in God is his identity. And all identities are based on fear. Identity is based on fear. So you are a Muslim, you are a Jew, you are a Christian, you are an atheist, you are an agnostic, you are whatever you think you are spiritual. All these identities are based on fear. You're afraid to die. So you make up all these traps. If you're religious, one day you might get out of the trap, or you might argue, who the fuck is this guy? And I will tell you, mate, I am Petey Kettlehead, the man from down under. And if you want to come see me, mate, you got a problem? Well, bring it on, cunt. Send it, brah. Send it, cunt. Send it, yeah, you fucking dog.